Hello everyone, my name is Apple Guy, and welcome to a different kind of video. Today I'm going to be playing The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time as far as I can without taking a single hit of damage. If I lose even 1/4 of a heart, my playthrough is over and the video ends. So let's get started, let's hop into a new file. Oh, how embarrassing. Oh no, my testing file is still here, it's called sub. That's embarrassing, sorry guys. Just try to ignore that, or hit the subscribe button. We're gonna name our file no hit because we are doing a no hit run. 3, 2, 1, timer begins. Here we go. Alrighty, so you'll notice a few things about this version of the Ocarina of Time that is different than your standard version of the Ocarina of Time. For example, it is in widescreen. It takes up the full bit of your screen instead of the 4x3 box in the middle. I did that mainly for your viewing experience. It doesn't move like the HUD to the outside or anything, but it's a bit of a wider frame of view, so hopefully you are able to enjoy the video a little bit more. The other thing is that, as I mentioned, if I get hit once, I instantly get game over. It doesn't matter, you know, what damage it's from. If I lose any amount of health, the run ends. And I can't use, like, we're not on the honor system here, I can't try and cheat my way out of it. If I get a bit of damage, we go into game over. That's because of the Better OOT pack. I'll have a link to that GitHub in the description if you are curious to download this yourself. Additionally, Link has a different colored tunic, also from Better OOT, and also a lot of the story-based cutscenes will be skipped. So there was no intro cutscene, there was going to be no like Deku Tree cutscene, for example, etc. This is actually my second time going through this. I did do a run prior to this that I forgot to turn my microphone on for. We got to Goron City, and if we make it to Goron City in this run as well, I will tell you how I lost the run. If we don't make it to Goron City though, then we will never find out how I lost the run. So that is something we need to know about if we get to Goron City. It took me about 20-ish or 30-ish minutes to get to Goron City. I'm going at a much slower pace now though. So basically what we're doing, if you haven't seen the Ocarina of Time before, well, it's the highest rated game of all time on Metacritic, so learn. But also, we're just gathering up rupees to buy the Deku Shield, and that'll grant us access to the first dungeon, which we can tackle fairly easily without having to watch story-based cutscenes. I'm going to edit this video down, so I'm going to be skipping over some of the duller parts. If you want to know how much time has elapsed, make sure you watch the live split timer in the top right of the screen. But for the most part, that's all the intro stuff over, and now we can start doing the sick jump cuts. Alrighty, we are about to buy our first shield, which is also going to grant us access to the first dungeon. Now, on the way to the first dungeon, we're going to experience our first enemies. They are withered Deku Babas, not very intense, so we should go through them with relative ease. But in the unlikely event that something goes critically wrong, I want to make sure that I have prefaced it by saying, yes, we are about to see our very first enemies. We don't get a Deku Tree cutscene, so that's cool. But as we round the corner here, around here somewhere, we will see our first enemies. There we go. Very easy to defeat, and we get some Deku Sticks, which do a lot of damage, so we're going to want to keep the Deku Sticks on hand. Probably on C down, because why not? Alright, here we go. Deku Tree is already open, so we can go right to the dungeon, skipping over any nonsense. This dungeon is relatively simple, very straightforward, very short as well, so we should have no problems. For the most part, I'm going to be skipping over any, like, additional... That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. New run, just feel like starting up a file. No biggie, no biggie. Just, you know, first time trying out this challenge. Alright, let's get going. Sword. Shield. Withered Deku Babas. Stick. Well, doesn't this feel familiar? My objective when I take down these real Deku Babas, these are not the withered ones, these are the real ones, is I want to do so to where I get a Deku Nut instead of a Deku Stick. A Deku Nut is good because it allows you to stun your enemies. but you only get them if you attack the Deku Baba while they are, like, not sticking their necks out. Otherwise, you'll get a Deku stick. And you can't stun them with the Deku nuts, because then you also get a Deku stick. So, very hard scenario here for me to get what I want, but now I have 10 Deku nuts, and we can continue forth. Yeah. I can't believe I lost a run in the first, like, 5 minutes of a video. That's absurd. By the way, I don't know if people are going to be interested in watching me continue to do this challenge, but I figure, you know, for the meantime, we're here with our series of hardcore Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and if you like it, make sure you like the video. Let me know in the comments section how far you think you could make it in the Legend of Zelda the Ocarina of Time if you could only take no damage. Because it's apparently trickier than you thought. I'm surprised I lost that early, but also I'm surprised I made it beyond this dungeon. This dungeon's fairly easy though, so from here on out I don't think we should have any trouble. It should be relatively straightforward. Yeah, I'm not too concerned. I want to make sure I have everything equipped, perfect, and now we can continue forth. I'm also trying a bit of a different editing style on this video, doing like a mixture of standard like live commentary like you'd see on my Let's Play series, and also kind of doing like some jump editing whenever there's something like boring happening. So we'll see what that ends up with. The dungeon should be all around content though. I don't think I'm going to get the compass for this dungeon because it would require me to go into an extra room, and it doesn't help at all in this dungeon because this dungeon is so small. There's no place where you could like not find the loot you're looking for, and there's no like small keys or anything, so we don't really have to worry about that. Did not mean to hit him in that form. Please turn around. Thank you. I thought that was going to get me to damage for a second. Okay. Now we just have to hit the center. Perfect. No! In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room, and the endlessness that you fear. I held back! I held back, dude! No way! Hey, it's me. How's it going? Hardcore. Ocarina of Time. 3rd attempt. Let's make it happen. You know, since it really seems like we aren't gonna make it to Goron City, I really want to tell you what happened the first time I tried this challenge, because, well, I think it's funny. So, I don't have footage of this, unfortunately. I deleted it out of rage when I found that it didn't record my microphone, because it was a good session, and I was mad that I can't use it. So, of course, I shot myself in the foot, and now I'm not able to use any part of it. But basically what occurred, I was walking into Goron City, and as I jumped off the first ledge, I safely landed, except I didn't know that the big, terrible, horrible, damage-dealing, rolling Goron would be directly at my toes. So the second I landed, he rolled over me, and I lost the run. That was only about 30 minutes in, but it did feel like quite the loss. I'm just shocked that I'm this bad at the Ocarina of Time. I play a lot of the Ocarina of Time too. I've been doing the randomizers on my live stream lately. I don't really have a stream schedule, but I go live every once in a while, and sometimes it's variety games, sometimes it's like Minecraft, sometimes it's Ocarina of Time Randomizer. And lately it's been Ocarina of Time Randomizer. But yeah, I've been doing so bad on these challenge runs, and I don't get why. It baffles me. Absolutely baffles me, but that's fine. We can get our shield again for the 3rd time this video, which is absurd. That's one thing why I wanted to do like the sort of more jumpy editing in this video, or this maybe video series if you guys enjoy it, because basically it would be me doing the same thing over and over again. Can you imagine if I did this for a long time and if I lost a run at like Shadow Temple or something, and then you all have to watch me do this all over again? But I figure at some point we'll get like some close calls or something of that sort. Something dangerous is going to happen. and I'm gonna have to step in and say, whoa, y'all, this is dangerous. And it'll be a good scene, and we'll get a good clip out of it, I guess. Okay, into the Deku Tree for the third time. Third and final time. No matter what happens inside the Deku Tree, we're done. I'm calling it quits. I'm not doing this a fourth time tonight. A fifth time tonight, actually, because of the one recording that didn't work. So, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. I'm not picking this up. Who needs a map? If we ever were to make it later into the game, by the way, where Link has different colored tunics, I'd change the color of those tunics too. All of Link's clothes are differently colored, different shades of their normal color. This one on the better OOT was called NES Link. I'm guessing it samples the color of Link from the original Zelda game, which is pretty cool. We have to grab the slingshot. It's a required item for the dungeon, required item for the rest of the game as well. But everything else in this dungeon is completely optional, and although it does slightly pain me to have to skip over things, that is how some people play Zelda for real. They'll just see like a piece of heart somewhere and go, I don't need that. Or they'll see a dungeon map and go, I don't need that. And that eats me up inside, but I have become them, because I have to be them. Don't think about it, okay? Okay, great. And now I want to fall directly into the water. The water will cushion my fall. Swell. Okay, now I need a Deku stick for some lighting. Okay, there we go. I got Deku nuts instead. Fine. Great item regardless. There's a few golden Skulltulas in this room that I'm not going to be defeating because I don't even care about getting all the items. But for real, I do hope that that guy respawns. If not, hopefully this chest has Deku sticks. We'll see. I have to light this on fire regardless. Let's see though, what's in here? Is it sticks? It's a single recovery heart. That's swell game, but I need Deku sticks, so are you gonna make me crawl all the way back up? I think so, and for the sake of me not taking damage, I will defeat this guy, and I will claim the Skulltula token, but I don't really care, I just don't want to die on the way back down. Alright, well, this is the first time we're gonna see this dungeon, so I don't know how much of the dungeon I'll skip, but it's a very straightforward dungeon. In fact, if I could find a way to boost myself up to the upper ledge and not have to do the whole roundabout way of getting to the upper portion, I so would. But unfortunately, not true. 23 is number 1. That's a classic Zelda code here in The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Hardcore Edition. Whatever I'm choosing to call this video. Okay, this room is very straightforward. You just have to not get poked by the spikes. You do that by sticking the switch down, and that will allow you to get on the moving platform. Very simple. This is a Zelda walkthrough now. Fun fact about me and the Ocarina of Time, actually, some of the first videos I ever watched on YouTube.com were videos from an Ocarina of Time walkthrough by a YouTube channel named Zelda Dungeon. I believe they still make walkthrough videos. I haven't kept up with them for a while, though. And also, some of the first videos I ever made was a Legend of Zelda walkthrough. It was a Let's Play, but it was a very factual Let's Play. So there was a lot of good, valuable information for the gamers out there, to the point where it might as well have been a walkthrough. Might as well have. Alright, let's go ahead and light this. Boom. Boom. This will get us through. I believe we have 2 or 3 rooms left before we are fighting the boss of the dungeon. And then it's very straightforward from here. That could have cost me the run if I didn't slow down and realize that there was a big spider here. There's enemies on the roof, but I'm just going to casually ignore them. They can attack me if they want, but I'm not really in the market to attack them back, so hopefully they don't. And they didn't. This is going to take us back to that first room of the basement. There's a big spider web we need to push a block to light a torch, and then once we can light the torch, we can burn the web, and that'll take us down to the room right before the boss room, and then we can defeat the boss, and head off to Hyrule Castle. Pretty much on the way to Hyrule Castle, as soon as we beat the boss of this dungeon, there's not much that can really deal damage to us, so we are off off pretty safe until we get to Goron City or Death Mountain range as a whole. But I guess I should also mention that if you haven't seen the story of The Legend of Zelda: The Ocarina of Time, well, this is not a great place to try and see it for the first time because a lot of the important story cutscenes will be missing. And also, I'm cutting most of it out. So consider either, you could watch my Let's Play if you like watching my videos. It's very old, so I'll be very low energy. But if you wanted to, you could. Or watch someone else play it, because this game deserves to be told properly. Alright, this is the first boss of the game. This is Goma.
It's a Goma!
I think they have a full title. Parasitic Arachnid Goma. Nope. They're not even Goma. Okay, shoot it. There we go. And then this, and then that. We're done. The trick I did there is a classic Legend of Zelda trick. Basically, when you use a Deku stick to attack an enemy, it does a bunch of damage, 8 damage I believe, and that's a glitch in the game, it shouldn't deal that much damage. And then we follow up that glitch with the crouch stab that I was doing, which mimics the attack damage of the last attack he did, so it's doing a Deku stick every time I stab. Very good. You'll notice I didn't pick up the heart container. That's because it doesn't matter how much health I have, I only have no health, and if I get hit by even a pinprick, I am dead. Alrighty, as I said, while we were in the Deku Tree, we're now entering a bit of an era of pretty much invincibility. It'd be very hard for us to lose this challenge until we get to Goron City. So, I mean, all we have to do is run to Hyrule Castle, do the Castletown guards, or the Hyrule Castle guards. I guess we have to wake up Talon as well, but it's very straightforward, very hard to lose. I don't know how much I'll be showing you, but here we go. We made it to the castle! Yay! Hooray! So now we have to grab the chicken from Malon and do the outside guards. And then we have to wait a lot because we need to wait for the chicken to hatch. That takes a full day-night cycle. So we're going to have to sit outside the castle for a while. We should probably get there first. I'm of course going to do my best to not get caught by the guards, and that way we can make it to where Talon is sleeping, and we can watch him sleep for a few hours. It'll only be a few minutes in reality, but in-game, you know, it's a full day cycle, so Link's just going to stare at this man for 24 hours as he sleeps. And then he will continue to sleep in the day until we wake him up. You might be able to hear him snoring pretty soon. He's a snoring Sally, he is. Yep, there he is. Alright, we can equip the chicken and watch him sleep. Let me know if he moves, guys. Let me know if he moves. The chicken! Wake up! Get out of here. I need to move these blocks so I can do guards. Guards is probably boring, but I'm going to show it anyway. Because we have to stealth around these folks. It's great. There's 2 of them over here, I believe. Yes, sirree, there are. But I'm going to sneak around back to get to this one. And I'll just follow him round the corner. Whoops. Aw, man. Let's see, when they throw you out, you'll blink red like you took damage, but you did not, in fact, take any damage. Gosh darn it, I failed guards. 1 like equals 1 successful guards. Come on, guys. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. These hedges, by the way, they look like blocks from Minecraft. And that's just a fact. They do. I want to wait for this guy to scooch over a little bit further, because I don't want to touch him. There we go. There's this guard over here as well. Okay, you win. See, these stairs look like stairs from Minecraft, too. We're playing Minecraft, apparently. I did at one point try and recreate the Ocarina of Time in Minecraft. I did an okay job for my knowledge level of Minecraft. and things that you can do in that game. I built a lot of things, they just weren't that great. And I did a bad job of trying to recreate like the dungeon items. I was trying to give dungeon items, right? So like instead of the slingshot though, you'd get like snowballs. Because it's like a worse projectile than the bow. And ender pearls was the hook shot. So we made do with what we had. Please don't see me. Excellent. That was a little risky for the bisky, not gonna lie. By the way, want to see the epic story cutscene? Too bad. Zelda's letter. Next, we learn the song. I screwed it up. I did it right. We did it right the second time. Now that we're free from the clutches of knowing that we can't jump into the line of fire of the Goron, we should be golden. We should be absolutely golden to go. But here we go. We need to enter Kakariko and then immediately beeline it to the gate. We need to get let in, and then we need to climb Death Mountain. Now, there are Tektites on Death Mountain, which could cause some damage. I think we'll be okay, though. I think we will be okay. As long as we keep moving, we don't let them catch us. There's one up here on this upper ledge that I'm going to swing nice and wide around so he cannot touch me. The other thing we have to worry about is Rolling Goron. There is a Rolling Goron on the opposite side of this little U-turn that we need to make sure doesn't hit us. He has the ability to really home in on you. So we're going to activate him by going over a little bit, and then we're going to wait for him to pass. Here he comes. Here he comes. And there he goes. Have a good day, Rolling Goron. We'll see you some other time. The second we pass through these doors, I guess this door, we will be going the furthest we've ever gone in this game. At least this challenge. I've beaten the whole game many times. So this is where I jumped down. I jumped down right there, and that's the guy that bit me. But now we just need to jump down again, jump down a third time, and we can get Lullaby to get through here. Then we need to go and get Saria's song, which is going to be the hardest part yet, because that is a bullet storm. There is so much riding on us successfully getting through the bullet storm that is the Sacred Forest Meadow. So best of luck to that. We are going to take this stick though, and we're going to light some torches on fire because we need to gain access to the next part of the game, which is actually an old part of the game. But we need this in order to be able to get through the barricade that is there so we can go get Saria's song, which is the next thing we need to do in the game because we need to make Darunia. He's the guy in there. He's the king of the Gorons. We need to make him dance. So we gotta do that, but first we need to bomb our way back into the forest. And that means we need to walk very far away as not to get caught up in the blast. Perfect. This will link us back to Kokiri, where we just were. And now we're going to be able to go forth and get the very important Saria's song if we are permitted to survive past the point of no return. Let's see if it works. I got lost. We did it. First objective. Beat the Stalfos, the Wolfos. Got him. Second objective. Survive. Okay, so this is gonna suck, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear them already beginning to shoot bullets at us? We basically just need to take our shield out around every corner. It was bound to happen. It's bound to happen. That is so difficult. That is so difficult. I'm not even that upset that I lost there. I had a feeling I would. I had a feeling. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't beat the Ocarina of Time without taking a single hit of damage, but that's the farthest I've ever been, and I hope this video proves that I am great at the game. Having said that, I'm going to end this video here. If you enjoyed this and want to see more, make sure you leave a like and tell me in the comments section that you enjoyed it, because I will read that and feel good about making more episodes. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be all for now. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please hit like and subscribe, and tell your friends about my channel if you think they would enjoy it. It means a lot to me, and you guys spread my videos around. And I'll catch you guys all back here next time for my next video. Until then, as always, take care.